Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I am Aman Omar. The State Education Department has informed Telangana High Court that it is not mandatory for all the students to attend the classes physically. In the wake of State Cabinet's decision to reopen all educational institutions, a hearing was held at the court. The Secretary of the Education Department of the state, Sandeep Kumar Sultania, appeared before the court virtually and informed that they would finalize terms and guidelines on the issue during the next 2 to 3 days. He made it clear to the court that there was no compulsion on the part of the students to attend the offline classes and added that the ongoing online classes would go on in a usual manner. He said that the managements of the educational institutions must obtain consent letter from the parents before allowing them to attend the offline classes. The secretary told the court that the online classes shall continue indefinitely. However, the court opined that it was difficult for the students to maintain social distance in the classrooms. He said that they would frame the guidelines by taking into consideration the opinions of the High Court. The court asked the government to submit its report on the issue in a 2 weeks' time. Telangana on Wednesday administered COVID-19 vaccine to about 1,57,958 people for their first dose, while 9,571 people in the state were given their second dose. Of the total number of people who received their first dose of the vaccine, 27 healthcare workers along with 108 frontline warriors were vaccinated. Apart from them, 1,15,332 people of the age group between 18 to 44 years and 42,491 people above 45 years of the category were vaccinated with their first dose. Telangana government on Thursday sanctioned 7,007 posts to be filled up in various categories in the 7 medical colleges being established across Telangana. The sanctioned 7,007 posts for the proposed 7 medical colleges being established are clinical and administrative posts for various medical departments that are needed to establish teaching hospitals. The 7 new medical colleges are being established in Sangareddy, Mehboobabaad, Mancherial, Vanaparthi, Bhadradri Kothagudem, Jagtial and Nagar Kurnool. The state government on Wednesday accorded administrative sanction to fill up 2,135 posts for the 7 medical colleges on an outsourcing or contract basis. Most of these are non-clinical posts meant for the maintenance and upkeep of new medical colleges. Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation on Wednesday has launched 23 mobile vaccination vans initiative against the COVID-19 virus. These mobile vaccine centers will mainly go to crowded areas like Munda Market, Begum Bazar, Koti, Abbots and Amirpet, where there are many high-risk groups, and help them to take the vaccine dose. As per the media reports, each mobile vaccine center can help administer 300 vaccines per day, which means an additional 6,900 doses will be added per day. Initially, GHMC conducted a vaccination campaign by distributing tokens and later transferring them to online vouchers. Mobile vaccine centers are the latest addition. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has instructed the State Health Department to make ample preparations for the possible COVID third wave, including providing oxygen, ICU beds, field hospital facilities to all the districts. In a notice issued by the Chief Minister to the Health Department, Thackeray said that 7 districts with a high rate of infection should be more careful, informed the State Public Relations Department. He further directed the Health Department to increase the COVID testing and vaccinations. National Conference Party said at the meeting of Jammu and Kashmir leaders with Prime Minister Narendra Modi that it does not accept the decision to abrogate Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir and will fight against it in the court. Speaking to the media after the all-party meeting with Prime Minister, National Conference leader Omar Abdullah said there has been a breach of trust between Jammu and Kashmir and the centre, and it is the union government's duty to restore it. As it was an open discussion, we have put our views openly. We told the Prime Minister that we don't stand with what was done on 5th of August 2019, Omar Abdullah have said. The former Chief Minister said Jammu and Kashmir was given the status of a union territory and people don't like it. They want full statehood for Jammu and Kashmir, with Jammu and Kashmir cadre restored. Omar Abdullah said all leaders who participated in the meeting demanded full statehood for Jammu and Kashmir. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Dubai, on Wednesday announced the start of the countdown to the last 100 days before the launch of Expo 2020 Dubai, the first international exhibition to be organized in the Middle East. He said in quote, 100 days to go for Expo 2020 Dubai, the world's largest cultural event. 100 days to go for the gathering of 192 nations in Dubai in the biggest global event since the outset of the pandemic. 50,000 employees have set up 192 pavilions and 30,000 volunteers are set for the mega event. He said, Expo 2020 Dubai will provide a space for the largest and most comprehensive cultural and knowledge exchange in the world. It will pave the roadmap for key economic, development and cultural trends of the post-COVID-19 era. Thank you viewers, that's it for today.